Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's Teresa here with the third layout and the final layout that I completed so far with the Traci Reed Designs Trailblazer collection, her May release for May of 2025. And I wanted to share with you, there's something really cool that happened when I was creating the background for this layout. And so I wanted to share this kind of deeper look, a deeper kind of walkthrough with you of the process in Photoshop that I went through. And then of course I will share my my physical process with you. So let's head over to Photoshop now. Okay, I'm in Photoshop CC version. I work on a PC, and so I wanted to show you just an interesting little detail from the background of this layout. And so you can see, first off, it begins with the blue background pattern paper, and on top of that is the kind of coral pink floral, and just a fun little game there. Check out the difference of how different that layout looks without the coral floral. That makes a nice little rhyme there. So at any rate, there are a couple of things that I added. Obviously, the twine here and the different florals, the butterflies are what I want to highlight in this process. I'm not sure what that is. Oh yeah, that's the scatter. Okay. The stars, the little tiny stars there. This is a splatter that I created myself, pulling the purple from the collection as a little bit of contrast. And notice how that purple splatter links the two embellishment, what I call home bases. And the home base themselves are made up of the mixed media background, and so that's repeated twice. The ink splatters, of course. For the main embellishment home base, I added these floral arrangements, clusters, and the leaves, and of course the twine. But what I wanted to share with you specifically are the butterflies. Let me open up one of these butterflies in the Traci Reed Designs Trailblazer collection and let you see what that looks like originally. Let's see if they're in the Ellies. Yes, they are. So this is originally what these butterflies look like, and I'm gonna Control A, Control C, and basically copy paste a fresh one in here so that you can see. And what I've done is I've right clicked on the layer itself and gone to blending options. And in the blending options, you'll see different blending modes, opacity, advanced blending. I don't really touch that. And then these slider bars that let you adjust up and down how visible the underneath layer is. And so that's exactly what I've played with here. Specifically the blend mode, you'll see that it's set on luminosity. And if you choose, play around with this, if you choose different settings, it gives you kind of a different look. And what I love about this is that it gives the butterflies a kind of ethereal look on the page and helps them blend with the background, I feel like. Now, I've left the opacity. I selected the luminosity blend mode, and I've left the opacity, of course, 100%, so that you see most of the outline. And let's look and see how this one, because this one is a little bit different. The luminosity at 100% and the fill opacity is at 88%. So just playing a little bit with the different settings. I also worked with the underlying layer here, this sliding bar, and adjusted it down a little bit because that made a little bit more of the blue show through. So let me click on the one I brought in fresh, and I'm going to right click on it and select blending options. I'm going to go into that layer style menu box, and I'm going to select luminosity, and that brings most of the color out. But if you want to retain some of that color, dial down the opacity a bit. You can play with that. Fun little effects there. And then I adjusted the slider bar on the underlying layer. Now let me show you what happens if you adjust the current layer. You kind of get a vanishing butterfly, and that may be some of the effect that you're going for too. It just depends on, what your layout is all about, what your story is all about, and what you're trying to accomplish on these background layers. And so that's sort of what I wanted to show you in a little bit more detail. Let's go back to the physical portion of the process. Now you can see the physical elements that I printed out from the digital mock-up that I created. I've got a photo of myself with a tag, a couple of pattern paper strips here that I laid out in the original Photoshop layout. I laid this out flat, but that's going to change a little bit. And then the journaling spot here for the upper right hand corner. And this is the printed background pattern paper here, or pattern paper background. So you can see the butterflies and how I've switched up the blending modes for each one a little bit differently, just so that they blend in a little more with the background. You can see the mixed media elements, the flowers that I've brought in, and the leaves, and of course the two different segments of twine. And they're going to show behind the embellishment clusters that I'm going to add and serve as the home base. So the first thing that I want to do is, I talked about these pattern paper strips, and they're okay as a flat element, sure. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is fold them a little bit and give this page a little bit more dimension, just for this time on this layout. Sometimes my layouts are kind of flat, and today this one is going to be a bit more dimensional with folded papers. Now, a side note about how I print these elements: the background pattern paper is printed on a 13 by 19 matte photo paper from Staples. And then each element is printed on kind of glossy, semi-gloss photo paper. And so it is a little bit thicker to fold and glue down, and so you'll see me holding that down a little bit. Now, the tag is kind of stolen from the Trailblazer collection, and I layered my own, or I layered one of the green pattern papers onto that tag, onto an existing tag, to make it look a little bit different, so that it will pop on the page and on the background that I've created. So you see me kind of positioning that tag to make sure that I have the pattern paper pieces positioned right on the page. And of course, notice how I've left the twine, the pieces of twine are kind of poking out a little bit, showing out behind those pattern paper strips. And they're just another element here on the page to add a little bit of visual interest. It adds movement. These paper folds also add a good deal of movement here and sort of bring your eye. What happens here is an intersection between the flowers, the very vertical flowers, and the very horizontal pattern paper strips. And look what's right there at that intersection. It's the photo of yours truly. So it's a great way to bring your eye right to that place and right to the emphasis of the layout itself. So I'm doing 3 of these paper strips here folded and using Tombow mono glue to adhere it down, and just holding it down a bit longer to make sure that they're stuck on real good. So the other or secondary embellishment cluster here, of course, is for the journaling. And so just a little journal card here that I've used half of it. So it gives a feeling that it kind of falls off the page. But actually, the journaling follows the framing that we've already set with the coral pattern paper and the blue pattern paper on the background. And of course, the butterflies show out behind that really nicely. It's really pretty. I love just giving them a little home base. Now, the title here is Free Now, and that is a reference to a song from Gracie Abrams, who I have been kind of hyper fixated on lately. And so this song is basically about her letting go of someone. The song lyrics say, or part of the song lyrics say, I've never felt so empty. All I feel is free now. And so that's kind of what the emotion that I'm channeling into this layout. Just borrowed that expression and that title from Gracie Abrams. Thank you to her for writing those pretty powerful song lyrics. You'll have to check it out when you get a chance. So the tag here, again, I borrowed from an existing tag in the collection and changed it a little bit to suit the needs on this layout. And you'll notice that I brought in the yellow again here. Yellow shows up in kind of all 3 areas of the layout. I've developed kind of a visual triangle now. At first, there was the major embellishment cluster with the photo and the secondary embellishment cluster with the journaling. And now there's kind of a third, which forms a nice little visual triangle with the tag that has the title on it. And the supporting actors, those beautiful blue and yellow florals. And of course, blue is another color that you'll see repeated throughout those 3 different clusters: purple, green, and the coral. Notice how I added one of the other butterflies next to the photo, which repeats the butterfly theme from the background. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you've been inspired to try some of the blending modes with these beautiful butterflies. I will have links to the product down below. And as always, I'll see you back here again real soon. Bye-bye.